Hello, this is Ki with RunScore. Today we're going to cover some of the basics for the data screens, the Internet name screen and the browse screen. These are the ones that you'll be using most of the time to input your data, to search for things and everything else. Quite easy, but we've never covered anything about this before. Your screen is set up. We covered the design screen, how we can create and modify this screen in another video. Looking at the screen, we have entries of 225 and records of 225. That means that the total records were 225 records, and 225 of them have been assigned a bib number. The F3 for search, F4 for update. That'll update and stay in the screen. F7 ditto is quite nice. You can use that to if you have a family or a group that you can copy this to a new record, change the bib number and such. And another helpful thing is sometimes just to go Alt F7, which just copies the field over to the next value. F8 next number is only if you're trying to go in and add bib numbers after a sort. F9 new record. As long as you have no information showing on this screen, you are in a blank record. By F9, if you have information in the screen, by searching to the next record, which is also the page down key, or we could go to the last record, use the first record, quite easy. And again, those are also the control home for the first record, control in for the last record. Notice that the other thing we have is the current record is record number 1, the registration ID, and the modification or creation date and time is set up in the lower information bar. Once we've typed in this record, we can go ahead and save that with F4, updates it and stays in the same record. F10 will save and go to the next record, but we don't want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and escape out of that. We're going to go back in, and notice we come up every time we re-enter the Internet name screen, we come up with a fresh record. The other thing we could do is hit F12. That will save and advanced. I recommend you use F12 so you don't accidentally, when you're trying to hit F10, hit F9 and lose whatever you've typed in. Again, if I see data here and I want to type in a new record, hit F9 and the new record comes up. Those are also reproduced up here in the menu bar. So let's say we're looking for Smith. I have type ahead set up in here. So let's go properties. Notice that type ahead is set in. So after I type in the second letter, it goes ahead and looks at the first instance of SM. Now, F3 search, if we hit F3, notice we'll go to that record, and that's the only one, so we get a ding. You can do that on any field. So let's say we're looking at Stephanie and Stephen. Again, we do for the ST, if we do F3, we'll hit the Stephen, Stephanie, Stephen, Stephanie. So again, very simple to go through that. Again, you see all the values. You'll notice a couple of them are grayed out. It's hard to see on this screen, but those are the ones that are protected so that we don't type in over them. Now, the easiest thing to use most of the time is the browse screen. This gives you a screen just like a spreadsheet, and it'll have the values all set up as your entry form states. And you'll notice we have the bib number. Right now we can sort on the record number by clicking on the title. We can sort by race. We can sort by last name, first or ascending or descending by multiple clicks, and just makes very easy and all that stuff. Now let's say we wanted to adjust this record. We could go into date of birth, edit the field, and we could type in a birth date or date of birth or anything else. You click, either hit enter or click or tab or click out of that field. Again, you can go in and edit all those things. We could sort by city. We could sort by any of these items, and it makes it quite easily. You can also, on your search, we can go to last name. Let's type in Smith, and we're going to hit enter. Notice it jumps right down to Smith. Very easy to use, and allows us to see more of the fields. All of these fields are in field order, and you'll notice any field that doesn't have a sort value will not be selectable. We can go the modification date, the registration time, and such. Anyway, very simple for both of those. It allows us to see a lot of those. If all of a sudden we're in here and we're looking at a record and we see there's a problem, double click on that. That'll take us right back to the screen. When you're not using the browse screen, it's important to go ahead and close that and just use your enter edit names. Again, a very simple overview. If you have any questions or problems, give us a shout at support, and we'll be seeing you on the next video very shortly. Good day.